We want to really see if that will translate from campaign promises to the reality, because we have heard things like that before from other campaign promises where you say 1 naira will equal to $1. It did not manifest. Dollar was over 650 naira. Then we have equally heard where somebody says that they will be paying salary to individuals and things like that. But as it stands now, the reliability of that particular loan, because for example, you need a competent guarantor. If I am somebody who want to shorty for somebody that will get the loan, I have my own children. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, and if I'm unable to shorty for my children that will get the loan, what is the probability that I will be able to guarantee another individual? So I really think that the payment period of those loans should be waived, because government, this particular government who is implementing that policy, maximum 8 years they will be out of power. We have seen policy somersault. So we don't really know whether another president, Bola Tinubu, most likely will equally have a successor who will sustain the plan. But if it is not sustainable, then it becomes a problem. I really think something like Entrepreneurship Development Institute should come on board. Technical skills and acquisition should come on board. With that, then that is where China is, because physics, chemistry, and biology are subject of development. So if you really want to get skilled, then we have to look at the entrepreneurship aspect of things and make sure that Nigeria will not just be a consuming nation, but will have to be a productive nation.
The issue of student loan is a very good idea, because there are a lot of students there who doesn't have the opportunity to go to school. Probably maybe their parents are not rich and they want to be educated, they don't have the means. So it's a very welcome idea for the president to introduce it, which will go a long way in helping people to go to school, except if you don't want to go to school. If you have loans, so, and man, why won't you go to school if you are given the opportunity to go to school? So it's a very welcome idea, because it will go a long way in making a lot of people that want to be educated to go to school.
It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, because many parents cannot afford maybe any money amount, but maybe they want to put. Maybe many parents cannot afford it. I don't think it's a good thing. They should just leave everything to be normal for a good citizen.
A common man now, child, have access to graduate in time, because before, I witnessed sometime when we are in the schools, we register almost about 200 and something. But in the second semester, we witnessed that almost 130 students withdraw due to the sponsorship. So with this idea that Mr. President new policy of, we appreciate it. We very appreciate it. We thank for that. What we are to say that or to ask for him now is, if our message will reach him, you should give those who can at least handle the matter very sweeted. It should not be like the other government that left this humanitarian minister and some other things hiking, because when they say they register you and you are expecting to have something, at the end of the time you will not be have it.
I believe he's someone that always have a policy, that he has a way to back it up. You can hear from what he said. Don't expect when you ask for student loan, the loan will be given to you. What is the end purpose of that student loan? Is to support students who are not able and are not capable of paying their school dues, and they are in school. So by doing that, you see, he's now giving a room for those children of the masses. You cannot be able to afford your school fees. You can be given a loan. You pay your school fees and you continue your studies without having any hitch free. And the money is not going to be paid to you. Assuming, for example, you school in Unimed and you're in part 2 or part 3, your details and everything will be collected, your school fees and everything will be collected, and it will now be paid to the school, which automatically, nobody is saying you're paying with interest. It can either be now, later, or when you come and start working, you can be able to pay. It's an achievement, and that is what happens in a developed country. The problem we have in this country is that at times, when something good comes for us, we always criticize it. People will tell you they want to have the money to themselves, which is wrong. In developed country, it's not like that. It's a good way, and I really appreciate the bill for the president to have passed that bill. That means he's considering those from the low class that cannot be able to afford school fees. And that will go a long way of putting out students out of school. Now you cannot complain, I don't have school fees. You can go and take the loan and pay, since it does not stipulate when you're going to pay. When you graduate from school and you started working, they can be deducting it from your salary, maybe small until when you pay the money. So it's a good one.
May God enter the people where they go, where they in charge of that law. May no use policy like COVID-19 loan. Now their family they give. They don't give we. Where even they suffer for now, their only family. If you don't know person, you don't go collect. It's not good. We are one in Nigeria. People where they in charge, may they know God. President don't do it own, but people where they in charge may no use policy. Now me and my family, now me and my tribe. That is my opinion. It's very good idea. May God bless our president more wisdom. That opinion is very nice. If they can do it, like when we born in anything, it will help us. To go school our children is not easy. But when government start this thing, I'm so happy. When I saw it, I'm very, very happy. And I'm still praying for government. May God give them power to do that.
It is a good development, though I have not read the content of the law to know what is involved in it. But I heard some people saying the federal government wanted to introduce tuition fee in the universities, and they are crying that it will make a lot not to go to school. But financing education through government means with a free loan, which you are expected to pay later, to me it will afford a lot of the poor in the society to have access to education.